So, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to actually play something that would actually work on this type of TV. This is a very old Pong system from 1978.
Very expensive.
It was about 20 bucks when I got it, but apparently it goes for about 80 online. This is the box. Still has styrofoam in it for some reason. And there's the manual, which really helps for explaining where some of the stuff goes and that kind of stuff. And also, for some reason, it came with a registration card and warranty, which I can get the warranty. Okay, so let's hook this up and let's play. Okay, so we're gonna turn this on, and then we'll turn this on. Yeah.
Speaking of being turned on, plenty of Victorian.
No, you're gonna scare the people. Maybe. So, the interesting fact about most Pong systems, the sound does not come through the TV, but rather through the system itself. So we'll see if you can hear all the beeps and boops. And, can you see alright?
Me? Yeah.
Okay. So the interesting thing is about this Pong system, is usually you can go only up and down. This one you can also go left and right.
High five.
Yeah. Okay, so just push the serve button and it begins. The interesting thing to mention is this thing is actually meant to be played in color, but it's so impossible to see. Like, it's, the best way to think about looking at this in color is imagine seeing it on a really, like, imagine a really old t-shirt that used to be tie-dye, but accidentally got too much bleach on it, so now you can barely see any of the colors. So it's weird how much better it looks here. No.
Bloody scream.
So unreal.
Engine.
Unreal Engine?
Yeah.
You want me to turn the speed up, or is this good?
I'm fine.
There's a little switch on it that allows you to, after you hit the paddle so many times, it just starts, the ball starts flying.
Would you like to demonstrate the high-speed mode?
Sure, let me turn that on. It's known as Speed Inhibit. Okay. Gotta get a few more hits than that, I guess.
Yeah.
Not doing too good.
Off to a bad start.
Yep,
Oh,
there we
it
go.
goes.
And there it goes, yep. Nope.
The singularity engine.
I'm not sure if anybody's gonna get that, but maybe I'll just link it so people know that amazing spoof.
Yes.
Okay, probably just a few more points, and then we'll show you what other amazing game modes this thing has.
Now, the ball seems to go right through the paddle sometimes, which is quite annoying.
But at least it's mutual, I think. Like, it's not just me or it's not just him that it goes through, but both at certain points. Of course, this thing is from 1978, so I'm pretty amazed that it works well at all.
Yeah.
And probably the fun thing to mention is even if this didn't work, I could probably fix it with aluminum foil and Scotch tape.
With aluminum foil.
Foil. Yeah, that was a really good song. Okay, so I win. Now it's on to hockey. I like how there's just a giant reset button in the middle here. Okay, and both of us have to push the serve button. Now on this one we have, well, why am I describing this? You can see what we're doing. Well, basically we're just trying to get the puck into the net. The intensity is so real.
Yes.
What can you say about Pong that hasn't been said already?
Not much, John. Not much.
Not at all. Or, I'm agreeing with you, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
We've achieved critical mass. Again.
The
There's critical mass.
singularity engine.
Wait, what? Oh.
What?
We somehow breaking the game fixed it. I guess. We did have to push the reset button. I guess that's one of the perks of being able to go left and right as opposed to just up and down.
Yeah.
Fix the ball.
Perhaps we should move on to the next game soon. This is probably pretty boring for everybody.
Yeah, let's, okay, so... Let's see, squash. Okay, let me reset actually. So basically the ball will change, different colors. That'll correspond to who has to hit it. If I hit the ball while it's white, then the other guy gets the point.
Now, will I get the point automatically, or will it just go through and then hit the wall there?
So you got the point. Oh. No!
Well, that's interesting. Suddenly, John has 9 points.
Here, let me show you how to glitch it some more. I win.
Fuck you.
Fuck me?
Yes. Fuck you.
Time for soccer. Or at least that's what it calls it.
Even with the Mexican accent?
Well, soccer is really big in Latin American countries.
Of course, there they call it football.
Which, to be honest, makes a lot more sense. You use your feet a lot more in football than football.
I mean, the only reasons in American football to call it football is because maybe it looks like a foot, and because of a punt, I guess.
A kickoff. In
Yeah.
football, the specialist comes in to kick. In baseball, the specialist comes in to relieve someone. For anybody that's seen George Carlin's football versus baseball routine. If you haven't, I encourage you to check it out. It's brilliant.
Some good, clean humor right there.
Yeah. Which is kind of interesting to say, knowing this is the same guy who said the 7 most dirty words that you can't say on radio or television.
And also had a skit about anything can be funny, including rape.
Yep.
And he said, if you don't believe me, just imagine Porky Pig being raped by Elmer Fudd.
No.
These are the words of a legitimate comedian, not mine. So don't judge us.
And surprisingly, the words of a narrator of Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yeah. But then again, think of how many times Jack Black has been on Nickelodeon or Sesame Street. And given his, I don't know if you've heard any of his lyrics, but...
Oh yeah. Tenacious D, it doesn't really get much more, than that.
Especially his song, Master Exploder, I believe it is. Or, no, Double Team, that's the really bad one.
Oh no.
It's exactly what it sounds like.
Which is kind of ironic because we're playing with 2 paddles right now.
Very good.
That's kind of showing my obliviousness to what double teaming is, but I'd rather not know at the same time.
Well, the song makes it quite clear what's going on. I'll leave it at that.
I see.
There is no room for interpretation in that song.
Okay, match point. Tied up at 8. Yes!
Well done.
Okay. Basketball. I believe this is basketball. Okay, yeah. For some reason, there's also a single-player version of this, and both of us have to push the serve button before it goes anywhere.
Which is quite tedious, as you can imagine.
Yes. It's kind of easier if you're doing it by yourself, but if you're playing this by yourself, I consider that kind of lame. Oh, good. I don't want to get it.
It was kind of a very grasping at straws kind of pun I was trying to make. Didn't really apply at all.
I see. Still can't get over one time. There was an Atari game that came out known as Video Olympics, which has every Pong known to man. And we were thinking about playing Xbox, but we played that Pong game for a good, I don't know, 40 minutes before we changed our minds.
When was that?
I really don't know. I want to say this was a good, maybe 6 months ago.
Huh.
I just always found that kind of interesting that we were able to get that much fun out of Pong. Of course, there's like, I don't know, 100+ version manipulations of Pong in that one. This one has about 10, but I find each one to be kind of interesting. Especially the whole left and right thing. I'm gonna score on you. Wait.
Oh.
Oh. Get in there. Don't bring up that's what she says.
Kind of reminds me at the beginning of GTA 5, there's like this sort of racing mission between the two black guys, and at the end of the mission, Franklin was like, man, just go with the flow, and then Lamar is like, I'll let something flow through your ass, and he's like, no, I don't think that insult really works.
I'll say. You're just gonna block the hoop, aren't you? In that case, I'm just gonna stand here and see what happens. I will penetrate your defenses. No! I'm trying not to be dirty. It's fine. This shall be a war of attrition. And on to the next game. Good ball. And sir.
So my terrorism wins in the end.
Essentially. I couldn't stand it anymore. So this one is known as grid ball. However, I can get why some people would call this foosball. And an interesting thing is, if you want to, you can kind of jam the paddles a little bit by going all the way down.
Yes. Here, let's start it up. Let the gods,
no, it actually went...
Let the gods decide who should win.
And for those that are atheists, do not take offense to this.
But I'm an atheist who said it.
Good point. No!
It's really more of a, like, God bless you kind of thing. You know.
Okay.
Like, let fate decide.
It seems to keep going to my side. That's it. You're getting in there.
How come I didn't get...
No!
That was weird. I feel like I didn't get the point right away.
That might have taken a little bit to load. Yeah, back then they had the load, maybe. I was kind of trolling everybody. This is a disc-based system. No! You shall pay for your impertinence. Maybe.
Have I broken the window of transparency?
Not yet. Unless I throw you out the window of transparency.
Oh!
Yes! Okay, one more point, and then it's on to the oh, it's a tie, actually. One more point, and let's see what we got. And then after that, there's a very interesting shooting game. The only thing I'm a little depressed at is it doesn't use a gun. But at the same time, it uses a crosshair.
Which kind of just look like two crosses.
Yeah. Here, let me just show you the single player, that way you know what it looks like. Okay, 2-player. Let me switch. Okay, there we go. Reset. So you just push the serve button to try to hit the square. It's kind of hard to do, actually.
Quite difficult.
As you can tell by our scores.
Or one score and the other person's lack of score.
Yes. And no, we're not trying to be dirty still. Oh wait, I just made it dirty.
Here lies Dan. He never scored.
Here lies Beavis. Popcorn, Beavis. Ice cold, ice.
Your catching on of various references never ceases to amaze me.
I don't understand it either. Sometimes I can't remember what I had for breakfast this morning, and I can remember a joke you made, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah. Hey, I got a point somehow.
Like, one thing I still don't understand is how I was able to remember seeing some very first season Digimon episodes. But only just barely.
Well, you know, they say, you tend to remember the beginning and the end of things.
Yeah. Of course, the thing is, I wasn't any more than, say, 4 at the time. Which, you do the math, see if you can figure out how old I am. I'm not
24.
No! Well, maybe. Maybe not. You don't see me.
I'm going to say you're 20, because I don't think your family has yet tried to shove alcohol down your throat.
Oh, they have.
I mean, with the intensity that you think that they will.
Oh.
In a month.
Well, don't give away my birthday. Well, actually, a month is very
hey,
big.
John, I think it's interesting that your social security number is 236.
You don't even know what it is.
7, 5.
I don't even know my social security number.
Well, that's not good.
Well, I know the last 4 digits, but I'm not telling you or any of you watching for obvious reasons. Okay. How about just one more game of tennis and wrap this up?
Sure.
Okay. But let's make it more interesting.
What did you do?
I made the paddle half the size.
Oh my, this is surely going to be a game for the ages.
Yes.
Oh.
And knowing how old it is, it could be a game of the ages. Perhaps. No! I don't know.
I could have sworn I'm not 3 points.
I don't know. Maybe something got by me.
This game makes me question my sanity with the scores.
You should see the other Pong system I have where you can have the ball, you can have the paddle and ball like this, except it starts off at double speed. That will question your sanity because it just be like, ah! I can go in circles! Yeah! I can't go over the line though, but whatever.
Over the line.
Rejected! 7-Eleven.
Kind of reminds me of some Indian guy was saying how he was annoyed that he kept getting called a terrorist, and he's like, "We are the 7-Eleven guys, not the 9-11 guys."
I like that.
Yeah.
So, did you want to do more, or you think that's good?
I think that about wraps it up.
Okay. So until next time, keep having fun.